Hey guys, we had a lot of friends also ask about how we're liking the move to Wolfville and how things are going with the renovations. So we're actually going to be doing a weekly vlog just about what we're doing, where we're at with the renos, and how we're liking Wolfville. So we've been here for a week.
Yeah, it feels like a lot longer.
How have you liked it so far?
It's been good. Jason had to go back to the city for 3 days because we had no Wi-Fi, and then we had a wicked storm hit, so he couldn't get here. So I was actually alone for 3 nights, which was creepy.
In a very quiet part of Wolfville.
Yeah, it's really quiet. It's really dark, and the house is 80 to 90 years old, so it makes a lot of fun sounds by itself. So there was multiple times that I thought I was going to die, but still here. So that's a win.
I had to go for work.
Yeah, I know.
I literally had work, and then that nor'easter, the snowstorm, ice storm hit, and viewings got canceled. I had to move some stuff, so yeah, after alone for 3 days. Sorry.
It's okay.
But the plumbing kicked out, which was great. Our kitchen faucet broke on the second day. First?
I think before we even moved in, I don't think it was working.
Annie and I had a little fight because the tenant who lived here previously actually took the shower head, so we couldn't shower for the first few days. And then the faucet had to get replaced in the kitchen sink, which thank God she did.
I'm gonna try turning it on.
I could never. And we were waiting on Wi-Fi, so it all became like this thing of, it all came together where we were waiting 4 days for Wi-Fi. I needed to do work for clients to look at houses and schedule viewings that I couldn't do, and the Wi-Fi came. It was delivered by Purple Cow, and I took the dog for a walk, and Anya decided to do the shower and the plumbing instead of setting up the Wi-Fi, which enraged me.
Because I wanted a fucking shower.
And I wanted to work for my clients. And that night, the Wi-Fi still wouldn't work because the actual was a faulty modem.
No, it wasn't a faulty modem. There was an issue with the IP addresses, so they actually had to do it on the back end. It took them a few days to figure out what the issue was. But it wasn't just an issue with us, it was with other people.
Yeah.
And once they figured out what it was, they fixed it very quickly.
Yeah, but still, I needed Wi-Fi. So at like 9 p.m., not 10 p.m. on Thursday, I had to drive home.
Yeah.
To get access to Wi-Fi because I needed to work. And then I was there for way too long. On other news, we had the electrician in yesterday, and we our whole farmhouse is ducted, which is awesome. And it's on a furnace for oil, which ain't so awesome. And we had them in yesterday to give us a quote for updating all the electrical, putting in a new heat pump system, and ripping out the old furnace. And we found out that we have burned through, in 7 days, a quarter of our tank of our oil.
Yeah. The heat pump person kind of looked...
Sorry, Thor wants to be in this too. Don't you, buddy?
Our heat pump person who was looking at our heat pump kind of looked at the gauge to read where we were at for oil, and then turned around and looked at us and just kind of smiled and was like, "So, no insulation, huh?" And we realized there's no insulation in this house at all.
None.
So,
and all the windows are broken.
Yeah, a lot of our windows are actually broken, or they are all single pane.
And wood.
Yeah.
Which we knew we had to update anyway. We were very aware that all windows had to be updated and doors and stuff like that. But no insulation in this house.
So the combo means the furnace is working really, really hard to heat our house, and it's really not even that warm.
And we're basically heating outside.
Yeah.
So basically what's happening is like when we set the thermostat to a certain temperature, the furnace can never actually set it to that temperature because all the hot air is leaking. So it's always working and pumping oil, which just FYI, like we paid $1,000 in closing costs to have the oil tank filled for when we took possession. So we're already out $250 in 7 days. So we're going to Home Depot today.
Yep, we are getting some sledgehammers, and we have some really wonderful friends who are coming, and we're going to have a rage room in our living room to start. Our one other thing we learned this week, our house is plaster and lath, which is like the wood slats.
Oh, I'm going to show you in a second. Don't worry.
And then instead of taking that out, they just drywalled over it. So now we have to take out the drywall and the plaster, which is a very messy job, because the only way to take it out is to just bang it out, literally. So we're getting some sledgehammers and some friends, some beer and some pizza, and we're just gonna have a little bit of a rage room on the exterior walls of our house.
Yeah, we're not doing the interior walls, but we're gonna have to now, tweak our renovation a little bit and take out the exterior walls so that we can add some insulation to try and get our heat resistance up. We're also picking up some sealant plastic bags that we can put over the window.
Yeah, they're like these, they're like double-sided tape with plastic, and you tape them to your window frames or the walls. And then you use a hairdryer and it pulls it like taut, and it helps keep the heat in your house instead of losing it all through the windows, which... we think will make a big difference.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sitting in front of a window now, and you can feel the cold air from the window.
Yeah, it's good.
So.
It's good. It's good. Renovation budget is just loving. But 8-year-old farmhouse is what you can expect.
Yeah.
Just as Anya was talking about our fun with walls, we tried hammering out this wall earlier. As you can see, we've stripped some baseboard and stuff already. But this here, you can see it. You have drywall, plaster, and then wall lats behind it. So we're going to get some sledgehammers and we're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? Honestly, we've really enjoyed our time so far in Wolfville.
Yeah, it's very peaceful. Everyone here is like so kind and so chatty, which has been really cool.
We found a dog park just around the corner for the beast.
Yeah.
So that's been really helpful, having him have dogs and have a social life. And town's only a few minutes away. It's not far. And Benjamin Bridge is around the corner, so we can go drinking when this whole thing overwhelms us. Yeah. Just in case anyone's wondering, we're good. Probably stressed and taking on a lot more than we thought, but
We kind of knew when we signed on to do this that there would be a few hurdles that we just weren't expecting. And we're in 7 days, 8 days now, and we've found quite a few that we weren't expecting. So, yay!
Hopefully that's all we find and it's just smooth sailing. Okay?
Not likely.
Until next week's vlog. Bye, guys.
Bye.